got the ret bots.
Can get out.
He's
You
actually
might
with rapid endurance. Didn't have to say, but amazing, everything's still holding up though. He's got the ret bots. But amazing, everything's
Yeah, they're brawling. They're brawling.
But I don't know if they're going to be stupid enough to go straight to the paladin. Coolio.
Good evening and welcome to the stream. Sorry for the slightly delayed start. The draft should be beginning now because it's the time. Both our teams are playing today. Today I am joined by... I know league coming soon, Mirror. I need to get that changed, don't I really? Bit awkward. Draft will be starting momentarily. I'm joined by Lucas Kwan, one of our esteemed, most accomplished referees and janitors, and Wingnut Cross. Wing, how are we doing today? And the draft just started, by the way. Did Wing go AFK?
It would appear so,
It would
yes.
appear so. So, Lucas, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good.
The weather is
good.
picking up here in Sweden. It's a cool 20 degrees outside, and it's been a good day so far.
Oh, yeah. It's it's pretty warm here. It's pretty warm. Right, today I actually get to watch the draft because normally it's Casper is working. It's actually the middle of the day for Casper. That's why he doesn't do these streams at this time on a weekday. So let's have a look at the bands. Pretty standard, apart from the fact there's no Gila. I wonder if Zero Talent Gila first pick. Oh no.
No, they go Magus.
Vegas, okay. The Vindy wasn't banned.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. We're now live, Wing. Not say hello to everyone.
I heard, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious, dude?
Do you mean I'm serious? There's a countdown on the stream. Where'd you go?
I didn't see it.
Oh, dear
Oh, wow,
me.
Vindy, yes!
Oh,
Yes!
I knew you'd be excited about that. Your table just raised up.
Honestly, I could see a possible again pick perhaps from Zero Talent just to immediately just turn that Vindy off.
Yeah. Indeed. Depends. It could be a rail Vindy. Big matter. There's a lot of points, though. It's a lot of points. What's that? 63 points in the first two picks? Not the Vindy I was all for, like the big ball, just slap it on the table. Hey, how you doing with the Vindy? But then they went straight into an Ishtar, which I don't really like.
Yeah, this show I'm kind of a bit more confused about. I like the Vindy,
Yeah.
but if they're planning to go Vindy, I'm curious by some of their bands. Like the Balgorn makes sense, Scorp Navy makes sense. The Paladin? I think a Vindy can just nuke a Paladin. EM Therm into an armor tank isn't too bad.
No, it's not too bad. The Paladin would get melted. I'd have probably sooner seen the Paladin ban be Geddon or I don't know, something else.
I'm trying to think of other ships will be a problem there. Like obviously Geddon's a big one. Typhoon Fleet's already banned. Or Hyperion versus Vindy. Oh baby, yes.
It's gonna be a slug.
I mean, if
I think
suddenly Initiative want to go all in on this, they go for the Geddon next. It will leave them like no points, but they'd have the perfect anti-Hyperion.
Yeah, they can't. There's no way. There's no way they go Armageddon here because it leaves them with what 4 points, which is what two pirate noob ships. That's a dead comp right there.
or one rookie ship, one covert op ship.
Equally, in fact, worse. Yeah. Now I think about it, that is a worse.
Yeah, I agree. Don't worry.
There's a worse spread of
I just want to see it. That being said, though, Zero Talent could actually do it themselves and go for the Geddon if it doesn't get banned.
Indeed.
This is the same idea. Hyping Geddon is the same as like Vindy and Geddon. It's a very powerful combo.
I could also see Jose going for like a Foon here.
It's true.
Blaster Hype and Torp Foon into Vindy. I think that's pretty
maybe, yeah.
If it's a comp we've seen from them before, don't be surprised if the Tempest Fleet suddenly makes an appearance on the Zero Talent side. No, it
I
sounds
can see
weird.
Like 2 DPS battleships, but at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, would I want 2 DPS battleships or 1 DPS and 1 ability to turn that Vindicator off, or just remove it from the fight? Don't even need to kill it at that point. You can just have like a 6 nuke Geddon and just make sure that Vindy can't even move, let alone shoot.
And as far as I'm aware, the random generator is now in. So should one of these teams run out of time, their picks will be automatically done by the tool.
It looks like Southern Initiative did not want to see that get, and so they immediately banned it. So that's fair. However, they might, if they're going to try this, they could go for a Dominix instead and use that as their nuke boat. We have done that before.
Who?
If you want to try and really go for that.
Who's Zero Talent?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could maybe try for a Dominix instead of the Geddon as their nooting boat to turn that Vindicator off.
That's true. They could. They could, but you.
It's
do
obviously not
like-
quite as good as the Geddon by any stretch,
No.
but it is a good, replacement.
Well, the Gen is banned, so that's off the table now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they can go for a Dominix instead. If they wanted to go that way.
What does
I
that leave
think
them
you
with?
might be right. They might just go for
14?
another DPS battleship.
Leave them with 14 points to go for a battleship.
They could do battleship, and actually they could honestly do like a another battleship, and even just grab like a mauler, and do the usual Logiball mauler bullcrap. I don't know why you did it with Hyperion, but I mean it would be ridiculously tanky.
I mean, it leaves them with 18 if they go regular battleship, right? 33 plus 18, 51. So that's a Navy cruiser,
Yeah.
I guess.
They could actually maybe go Marauder, like regular cruiser plus that's like 39 points left after, yeah.
Yeah.
The possibility for I don't know a Kronos,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
That would be. I can't see Zero Talent doing that though, if I'm honest.
You and me both do. Like I'm dreaming of things that I wish would happen, but they're not going to happen.
Doing that does leave, if they go regular cruiser, the options of like a Logimauler. We've seen that in the
Exactly,
past as
yeah.
well.
That's what I was thinking. If they get they get another battleship, they can actually just get a Logi Mauler or Moa or whatever they want to go for. I'm actually very curious to see what Suddenly Initiative are going to do here. Are they going to bring a Logi cruiser? Are they going to bring like a T1 cruiser or a Logi cruiser to try and support to help this comp? Because I think the chances of a Vindy outlasting a Hype in a fight is exactly 0, unless it has Logi behind it.
It wouldn't be terrible, to be honest.
It's a good fight, but I'm pretty sure the Hype just beats the Vindy in a 1v1.
Depends what the pipe. Yeah, in a 1v1 for sure. But depends what's backing it up. Huh?
Oh god, no.
What's that doing?
I didn't realize
That's got-
AP was in this team.
That's got no business. Why would you pick a Mimitar? What?
Because
trying
Deimos
to
and
think.
Sacrilege are banned, I guess.
Soon as that Vagabond pick came out, Cyclohexanol was like, "Oh fucking Jesus, red."
Yeah, that I don't. I'm trying to see the thought here to why they're picking that.
Demos Sacrilege. But surely you go. Fuck knows what you go. I'd rethink that fucker
Cerberus.
entirely.
Fucking Cerberus.
Munin.
Munin would have been alright, I think. Or even just something else entirely. Just flip the bitch and go with something else.
I was just honestly even a Cerb would be good. 20
Yeah.
kilometer hands, 1k DPS.
Well,
That might be enough damage to turn the tide in that Hyperion if it was a 1v1 fight.
let's see who we've got lingering in chat. I'm gonna see who's lurking real quick. Let's see who we've got. So I see a bit of Laura Secco. Good evening. I hope the votes are going well. In fact, Laura Secco, if you want to hop on and come and chat with us, you can.
Oh wow! Actually, Mira just points something out that I did not even think of, and they did the Kronos. Yes.
All right, guys, that's all we're gonna hear from Wingnut this evening, as he's just fallen off his chair. Come on, if you guys keep an eye out for.
Baby, I picked. Oh god,
All
it feels so
right,
good.
all right,
Ooh,
calm down.
double.
That's
Ooh.
double Command Destroyer. What?
Double Command Destroyer makes sense. Think about all the mids, boys. It's the
Yeah.
mids, the info links, all that jazz.
The
So
links and the drones from both Magus and
Yeah.
the Ponte on the Griffin. Yeah, I like
that's
this.
big. George, it's fucking Wingnut is like. I only asked Wing 20 minutes before we started the broadcast. Do you want to come and get involved? And he's like, yeah, sure. Now he's seen the draft. He's a happy bloke.
Oh mate, Vindy, Hype, Kronos. This is like a wet dream. Pinch me, please.
All right. Okay, so we'll get back into the draft in a sec. We'll let chat splurg and talk about the drafts. We're now joined by Laura Secco. Laura Secco is a CSM candidate. He's running for Goons, no block.
Horde Vanguard, actually.
Horde Vanguard, that's the me. How's it going, dude?
Not bad. I joined just in time for the Chronos app. This was excellent timing on my part.
This is going to
will
be
be a
a
fun
good
match.
draft. I'm super
Yeah.
excited for this. I mean, Red's got it, but it's going to be a fun match. I probably have to go with Red. I've got a Banks zero talent. It's zero talent. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, every level they've
You
got
don't
this. They've got
care.
more DPS.
You win either way because there's a Vindy on one side and a Kronos on the
Yeah.
other. Right?
Yeah, you're not wrong. But they've got links. They've got DPS. They've got a better DPS core. I'm pretty sure. Like in every way, they just smash this other comp. Like, what? I don't get what Sun Initiative were doing here. I really don't.
So I brought. Go on. Let me.
I was just going to say my dark horse
Go for it.
prediction. My dark horse prediction is that Blue wins because the Worm has a single ECM mod fitted and it screws over the Hyperion. That's my prediction.
Maybe.
I've seen that so just for whatever reason, Worm with ECM fitted always seems to ruin these matches.
I think that Griffin dies to Ponty drones, Kronos drones, Hyperion drones, and Magus drones because all that happens at the start of the match is they all drop drones. One of those ships is a trigger. Probably the Punisher. The Punisher probably locks the Griffin at the start. All the drones are assisted to the Punisher, and the Punisher shoots the Griffin from like 30k away, and that Griffin's probably dead within the first. What do you reckon, Lucas? 20 seconds?
Yeah, could be something like that.
Yeah. Could you
Let's
give
hope
me?
they remember to fit a gun to the Punisher. Punishers are usually just a couple nods, aren't they? I believe in these
No,
tournaments.
you can still do.
Would you? Okay.
You do autocannons.
You do autocannons, yeah.
But it is 30k lock range, I believe. So if the Griffin's already pulling range to stay out of the 60k drone control range, he may well just not be able to be locked by the Punisher.
Maybe.
We'll see, I guess.
We'll see. But that, that Griffin doesn't live long. I don't think.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I want to see the meme vagabond pick win. I don't know. I don't even know why at this point.
I don't know.
It's a good looking ship.
Yeah. All right, AP, calm down. Are you looking to get AP's vote? So you're talking about the Vagabond? Is that what's going on?
I can't take credit for being the official copyright holder of the Vagabond. I'm afraid. I'm just a fan, you know.
Behave. Right. So I want to try and break up the draft bit. So we're going to try something a bit different. Obviously, if I'd have maybe planned tonight a bit better or actually remembered, because it's been a busy couple of days for me, unfortunately. I completely forgot I had a match tonight. Would have got some people in to talk about that, so CSM or shows or anything. So obviously I watched you on Trash Talk Tuesday's debates the other day.
Yes.
How was that?
I think it went very well. There was some, so we were given the questions the day before and there were no wormhole ones, so I just thought I'd just be sat there like a limp noodle, not really participating, but that turned out to not be the case.
No, you're quite vocal.
I think it was a productive one, yeah. And a couple of the candidates surprised me. I'm surprised with Villy. I agreed with Villy on more than I thought I would. And then of course my main man Phantomite bringing out the tough argument. It was a fun couple hours. Yeah,
watching Villy and Phantomite discuss and go back and forth is quite good because they did DTM's show last night as well, and I was like,
oh yeah, I only caught a little bit of that.
And I was like, this is going to be interesting. Hour and a half later, I'm gripped, and then DTM ends the show. I'm like, what? So yeah, people had to go to bed, so that was good. So I'm excited to see what happens. It's the first year I've ever taken any interest in the slightest in the CSM. Like I've literally, in the nicest possible way, I couldn't have given a shit. I still don't really, but I'm taking an interest this time because I see the importance of it and whatnot.
It's true. Maybe there's some bias on my part because I'm actually involved in running this time. But it feels like there's a lot more CSM talk this year than previous years. Maybe that's because we're all holed up inside and we have nothing else more interesting to talk about. That's probably a factor.
Massively.
And all these talk shows are getting a lot of views as well. People who don't like goons are watching the meta show now and talking about the meta show and that sort of thing. It's a weird time. It's a good time for Eve. Yeah. It's just very strange to see so much publicity.
It's good, but people are dedicating time. So how often have you seen, multiple tournament people? You've got an Eve event going on. We're running 5v5s. DTM's doing his thing. It's not often you get everything coming. Mate, as soon as Corona's over, I'm like, see ya. Nah, that's not the case.
Now, you guys getting consistently 50+ viewers is something else compared to the other tournaments that people have tried in the past.
We'll give it about 1 minute into the match, and then we'll shoot up by about 400, and then we'll come back to this draft screen. People will run away again. We get it. You know, some people aren't interested in the theory side of this, and they just want to shoot ships blowing up. You know, that makes complete sense. You know, like if I go out in PvP, I really don't care why that guy fit his ship the way it did. I just am interested in exploding it. So, have I got anything else? So, I didn't watch the whole of the debate because I got press ganged into going along with Pando's fleet. So I just dipped halfway through watching the stream. Did any tournament discussion ever come up?
No. And honestly, I don't. There was a tournament question that we were given the day before, but nobody got an opportunity to ask it. It was to do with the value of AT ships. Whether I think we talked about it a little bit after.
Oh yeah, we spoke about that. Yeah, I don't know. Like the only point.
I agree with you. Essentially,
it's a weird. Everyone. I think the tournament discussions kind of not come up in the CSM talks because everybody agrees with it. Everyone's like, yes, we need something, and I think that's for me at this stage. Yeah, cool. I'll ride with that. But I think one of the topics that came up was are AT ships worth as much as they should be? Yada yada yada. I'll end that argument in a second that you can't put a price on them because of the fact that Casper changes their price depending on what's died that week. That's kind of how it works, though. But in terms of their worth, these ships, I don't know. Look, the effort people put in and what they get out of it, shouldn't they be rewarded? I think so.
That's essentially my argument as well.
But
I don't see them as being too valuable at all.
No, I'd rather have a skin that puts like an afro on my dummy and plays like some tunes as I'm rolling out of Jita Undock. But it's more something that you can actually see. Like give the winners skins that they can't sell, or give them something else that they can sell. Do you know what I mean?
Well, a lot of the times with the AT ship, when people hand out tournament ships, a lot of the times it doesn't translate directly into 300 bill for that player because the player wants to keep it and wants to have that badge of honor. So and then they lose it in a faction warfare plex or whatever stupid way that people lose AT ships these days. And at the end of the day, your AT pilot who's put in potentially 1,000 hours of effort into this tournament over the course of the year isn't actually getting paid like in 300 bill cash in hand. And then on top of that, you need to find a buyer for the thing, which sure, immediately after the tournament, you're going to find buyers. But I feel sorry for the teams that are trying to sell the, I can't even remember what they were called. They were so unpopular. The Nemesis one. I cannot. Virtuoso.
Well,
who buys them?
Well, I don't know. Faith Evingod did, and look how that worked out for him. I'll just throw that bit of shade out there. I'm just looking at the match screen. Looks like we've got a little issue. No worries. Yeah, I don't know. For me, like doing this, like I don't know. You don't need this. What we're doing right here is proof that you do not need to throw trillions of ISK at players to get them interested in competitive play, or you don't now. Maybe you did back then. I think people, like the Zero Talent team, Spooky Action, the Volta team, all these people who are experienced and have done the AT and the Invasion series and the Streamfleet Invitational and all that good stuff. They got the bug from the AT, so that initial enticement was there, but then they got the bug for it, and I think people enjoyed the playing of it more, and as such, this is why they're now coming back now to play in a tournament where we're not giving out prizes.
The reason for the AT being cancelled, I doubt it even has to do with the dev time that was put into making the prizes in the first place, which I know was a bit of an issue back in 2018 when it looked like there may not be AT ships as prizes.
Yeah.
But it's basically down to, I think, and most of the tournament groups agree with me, that the marketing department of CCP are just underestimating the impact that the tournament has on player attention. They have no real way to study the impact of the AT as any sort of quantitative metric, and as a result, they're underestimating its value and deciding that the time and effort that was put into running it isn't worth it for the profitability of the game.
Yeah, they kind of don't really see it. It's kind of like a showing of the culture. It was a thing that happened every year. It's like it's kind of like having an eclipse every certain few years, or every fourth year is a leap year. It's something that always happened, no matter what.
Absolutely,
and you expected it at all times. You were looking forward to it at all times, and then we all felt it the moment it was gone.
If people are unsure about the impact that AT has, they needed to come to, I think it was Eve Manchester 2018. It was right in the middle of the final Alliance tournament, and I'd estimate that about a quarter of the attendance of that event was Snuff dudes, and one of the dudes had put it up on the big screen, and the atmosphere whenever Snuff was playing was immense. It was like a football match. There were beer glasses flying everywhere. There was cheering and screaming. It was brilliant. It was properly. It really was what makes Eve brilliant. Just the pure I can't say that word. Just the pure enthusiasm in the room.
Exactly. Like it was something that everyone was excited about. Even if you didn't really care, you would still hear about it and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome." You hear about this one moment. It was kind of something that always gave us something to look forward to every year. Some big event every time.
And the morale around supporting your own team as well. I thought it was quite funny. On an episode of Trash Talk Tuesday, Duronix was on there, and like
wait a minute. What I say? Hold on. Wait a minute. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You be careful now. If you say something out of order, I will dump you out.
No, it's absolutely fine. It's okay. No, like you didn't mention really any details of how any of the matches went, except you specifically went out of your way to say that you thought it was funny that the test team beat the Hard Knocks team.
Oh yeah,
and that's
yeah.
sort of because that's the thing that people talk about when they see tournaments. They want to say, "Oh, my alliance beat your alliance," and that it's something magic that you get in Eve, where you have that relation to the team that's playing that you don't necessarily like. Obviously, in other esports like League, you have your team that you support, but you're not truly a member of that team like you can be in Eve Online. That's something that another way that makes it distinctive.
Yeah. That's right.
And also like the jokes that come out of it as well, and the little the upsets as well. Like I remember when I think it was Chess's team lost in the first match, and even the commentators like Chess got feathered straight to the dumpster, and the chat broke out in laughter. My voice comes at the time was just dying from laughter. Like every Discord was lighting up like a Christmas tree. It's like that. It was a massive thing. I absolutely miss it.
And the just sort of consent. It's very rare that you get properly consensual PvP in Eve. So just like the lighthearted nature of consensual PvP, even in a tournament scenario where there's stakes involved, it's a different environment.
Yeah,
everyone's friends with each other. There's not much hatred between teams, as far as I know. Not really, not properly.
There is a feud brewing in the background between
there always is
between Zero Talent and another team. And I won't say what team. There's no drama there. There's no shade. There's no bullshit. It's just friendly rivalry, and we'll hopefully get that match at some point when the other teams had a chance to practice and not come to me saying we want to play Zero Talent because we've got a grudge against them. And I said, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" Because they're like, I don't know if you guys have played Pokemon, but Zero Talent is, the final league champion. You got to work your way up there. You got to get all your gym badges first before you have a crack at them. Otherwise, it's not going to be a good time for you. But yeah, I'm having a good time. There's some people enjoying it. We've got about 50 seconds left on Theory, and hopefully, I'm hoping if I open my D-scan in game, here's hoping I should see teams on scan. I don't, but they've still got 30 seconds or so left.
You should make your bot automatically undock them when it runs out, as well as just making their picks for them.
Well, you see, Thunderdome soon, and when that time runs out, click teleport to system if you're in the wrong ship.
I was so happy to hear you guys got Thunderdome.
Yeah, we're working on it. There's a few kinks. We want to do it in the right way. CCP, big shout out to CCP Aurora. I don't know if she's tuned in. She's doing. I saw this come up actually on DTM's chat last night. A couple of people were bashing on CCP. Oh, they don't support tournaments. I will say it now officially on stream. Yes, they are, and they are helping us. Could the help be better? Could there be more? Look, everything could be better. Everything could be more, but we are getting support from them to move forward in the right direction.
Yeah, I think they've finally seen it, and they're like, yeah, okay, we need to actually do this, because they haven't before, but they definitely are now.
We do have the advantage that, for people who don't know, CCP Aurora is formerly Catalia Mist, who I believe was Brave's Alliance tournament captain in 2018.
I've just spent the past 3 hours with her filamenting around nullsec doing DED sites. It's been a good time.
That's brilliant. Do you PvEing?
Mate, I said to her, I said, how serious do you want to go? And we were like, let's go super serious. So we've got 2 T3s, a Nesta to refit off, and I brought a hauler with an ammo truck and all the refits and everything in it. Super.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Mate, that is like super sweaty. Like normally I just go out in a T3 and just go home when I run out of ammo, but now we're going ham.
You bring in the ammo orca as well. I heard you can fill in
No,
orcas.
no, not an orca. Why would I be an orca? You can't take an orca through a filament, you donut.
Yeah, you can.
You can.
Can you? So,
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
that classed as a capital industrial ship, no?
Apparently not. No, I've seen.
Oh
them
no, I
go
saw
through.
Squishy take one through and
Yeah.
blow it up.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course.
You can bring spare ships and stuff as well.
No, I've DST. No. Here's a question for chat and for you guys. What is the point of the ship maintenance bay on a Nesta?
Shuttles.
Why?
I believe that's all that can. I can't
Yeah,
remember
there's
CCP's reasoning at
there's
the time.
5K on it. 'Cause I'd loaded up the frigate escape bay, and the team should be undocked by now, but I'm not seeing it. Let me see. Let me just check the staff channel. Are we having an issue?
I
Shuttle
think
for
it
extra
was.
cargo space.
I think it was specifically because the Nesta model literally has a shuttle stuck to the bottom, and the Care Bears complained that it couldn't actually carry a shuttle. I think that might be why.
Just bear with me for a sec. I'm just doing. Please keep chatting. I'm just dealing with a mild refereeing issue. Excuse me for a moment.
But yeah, it's like 500 meters cubed ship maintenance bay on the Nesta. Very relevant, balanced discussion for a tournament stream.
Very useful thing. Was definitely required in the ship. It took so much time.
God, I'm assuming the Nesta is banned from this tournament.
Yes.
Yes, it
OP.
very much is.
OP.
That would not surprise. I believe it's the only subcap in the game with a bonus to remote repair and mount. I don't think even the logistics cruisers have that bonus.
Correct. They do.
I know the Guardian doesn't because I've done a lot of comparison with the Guardian.
They get to rep bots, but that's not the same.
Yeah, true. I forgot about that.
So we do have a minor delay. Unfortunately, the Sudden Initiative Cartel, they did not declare their warping ranges before the theory craft timer ran out, and thus, as per the rules, the enemy team decides at what range they warp in. So we're just waiting to get feedback from the red team.
That's a great rule.
I believe
Indeed.
that's the first time we've seen that
First
rule
time
in
we've
play,
seen
right?
it come into effect, yeah. So we have got red team on grid, and we should see blue team. Blue team are undocked, so there will be no disqualifications on that team in terms of ships not able to play. But unfortunately, they did not get the Rangers in. So, indeed, Vordak Gallagher calling out in chat: put the Griffin at 0, rip the Griffin. Don't need to worry about the 30k Punisher lock range now. But
That's true, yeah.
of all the teams you don't want to get your Rangers in, it's this team. Like you can have no margin for error against zero talent. You've got to be on the ball. So yeah, I think FC's probably called that outright. But stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened.
I'm calling it, man. ECM worm. It's going to screw them over completely.
But ultimately, the red team, Jose is an honourable guy. He might turn around and say, just let them go at whatever range they want, which is well within his power and his right to say that. However, they do need to get a move on because it's at the point now where I'm going to be DQing someone if they waste any more of our time.
I feel like Zero Talent will say go at whatever range you want just for the sake of a more interesting match.
Yeah, indeed. Or Zero Talent will say, okay, so apparently one of these teams that have played on this before haven't got the bookmark set, which is slightly irritating. Sorry about this, people who are watching at home. I'm not gonna plug an advert to you and pretend as to what's going on. There's people just haven't. People haven't.
Well, I've got a question anyway. What's blue team's path to victory here? Because I'm struggling to see one.
Keep the Griffin alive and hope the Griffin jams shit long enough for the Vindy and stuff to get on top of it and kill it. Pretty sure.
Yeah, in all seriousness, I think the only upset here comes through ECM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but I just can't. I don't see anything else for them. Just going to be I hope the Vindy kills something.
I really want to know what the Vagabond pick was.
An accident.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, what are they trying to click on instead? Like a Vigilant or nah? They wouldn't.
So hear me out here. The best tackle ship in the game, entirely in the game, is a dual tanked Vaga.
Oh.
Trust me on this one. Trust me.
All right. Okay. What book have you been reading?
I'm very
I've
confused
been
by that,
reading
because-
well, I think it's a Black Horizon or probably the Admiral Gorberius book of AT ships.
I mean, I see the logic, but that AT ship is designed for a 10v10 environment where you don't need the damage of a cruiser to make your team effective. I'm looking at the damage that they have on their side, and Ishtar does deal out a fair bit, but they can't rely on it because of Hyperion has one utility high, I believe. It has at least one, so there's a smart bomb there. Kronos has infinite utility highs essentially, so there's smart bombs there. Might be sentry drones to be fair, but I would
I'm still
want
very
that.
confused by the Vaga pick here, to be honest, because it's just you pick the Vaga after the Hyperion. It's a Hyperion. It's not going to be going
Yeah.
particularly fast. You don't need to tackle the damn thing. It's going to blast you.
The Vaga, one of the main weaknesses of a brawling Vaga is hybrids, because they have the correct damage profile to shoot at a vagabond. So I was a little surprised to see that, and then the Kronos kind of seals the deal as far as I'm concerned. There's going to be
One
grapples
extra
all
thing
over
I
the
see,
place.
by the way, sorry to cut in. The Vindicator has one damage type after tank. Confirm. I mean, maybe drones, but you can just max
They're
confirm tank
drones.
that thing. Yeah, if they
Um,
have some good work killing off drones, he can just confirm tank that beast and do pretty well. I'm trying to see if
True.
maybe that's a possibility.
I
I
mean, this
think
is one of those
even-
situations where even a single light beam laser from the Ponte or something just to skew a reactive hardener would just be a really good play.
Even with the Kintherm tank on the Vindy, the fact that they have no logic on the blue team, and meanwhile on the red team you have Marauder, which is naturally good to sustain because it's Marauder, and then a Hyperion is probably the best battleship that you can choose, the best tier 1 battleship you can choose for a comp without any logi, as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
And honestly, there's one more thing they haven't got as well, which is quite damning in my opinion. No links. No resist, no rep bonus, no nothing.
Yeah.
I feel like that alone is going to be the killer, because that Vindy needs to survive, which means he needs every benefit he can get, and without links, he's dead.
If the blue team put remote rep on something, what do you think we would see it on?
The Ishtar, 100%. We've seen it
Would
before.
Would the Ishtar not want to keep range, or
I mean, Ishtar could be pretty tanky on its own if he just orbits the Vindy, then he drops a couple of
That's
rep zones
true.
for him.
I guess they probably wouldn't shoot the Ishtar before they kill the Vindy.
Yeah, I
Alright.
can see that. They can obviously just kill off the Vindy as soon as possible.
We are almost ready to go. I am literally waiting for the Griffin to warp in. We are going to cut to the grid in a sec, but what I will tell you is that the red team has said that everything on the blue team must go at 50, except the Griffin, which has to go at 0. And the red team has warped in at 50. We're going to cut to the grid now. Here we go. Sorry about this, folks. Imagine that. We're on grid. And the banner didn't show properly, but it's okay. You know who it is. We aren't going to be here long.
Oh, oh.
What? I'm not targeted any team, okay?
I'm kind of curious. I'm going to see an MJD from the Hype and the Kronos right onto the Vindy. That'd be awesome. I don't know why they do that, but I could.
They do have the mid, like the Kronos is 5 mids as well, isn't it? So they have the mid slots.
I think Kronos is it's 4 or 5, but either way, you don't need more than 2 mids to tackle shit in this scenario.
Yeah, but you want like a Kronos definitely wants a SIBO in 5v5.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't need webs or grapples because nothing's going to bloody well move. It's a Vindicator.
True.
Sorry, I was exposing myself. My chat channels were showing.
Yeah, they are actually the perfect range for the MJD player, though, so I'd love to see it.
We'll keep the chat open for this, guys. We'll just talk as the match progresses. We'll keep it nice and casual today, considering everything else isn't going to plan. So we'll keep it nice and fluid. And we're off. Right. I'm also missing the target. Apparently, I'm missing the Griffin. Top work. Absolute fucking professional.
And the cloud of light drones have begun, and you can see the absolute wave.
Right, let's see. I said
Oh, but so
I
many
said
drones.
20 seconds in. He's got 3 seconds. No, why is he not dead? Oh,
Oh, the drones have just caught him now.
yeah, he's dead. The guy,
Yeah, he's not surviving. He's running as far away as he can, but he's being chased.
yeah.
Actually, the Kronos is chasing him, kind of. I'm
Well,
kind of
yeah,
confused by that.
it's Kronos might have the Kronos jammed.
So the Hyperion is aiming solely for the Vindy. He's trying to intercept him.
Look at that swarm. Good night, Lugbers. Thanks for playing. That is unfortunate.
Also, they're going for the
well.
Punisher? Question mark.
Oh, if nothing else, that is Tuscan's quite nice. So what
Yeah,
are they doing
I
here?
think-
Are they trying to clear links?
Is this Logic Star?
I hope not, given his positioning.
Actually, I think he's an ECM star because I'm seeing effects from him onto both battleships.
Uh,
I think that's the ECM effect, right? Or am I incorrect?
yeah, I don't remember. I really should figure out which one's which because some of them look the same.
Or either
And,
way, he's definitely putting effects onto both battleships, so he's maybe going to try and stop them from doing anything. It looks like the brawl of the Hype and Vindy begins.
indeed.
I can tell you from experience, this is a fight the Hype wins every time.
Kronos is coming
Especially
in.
if the Vindy doesn't even control space. The Vindy's currently orbiting right now.
Yeah, the Vindy needs to just stop.
Oh, there we go. He's hit keeper range, I think,
And
now.
so,
Oh,
yet
wow.
again, I've called this out before, right? Look at this bump. Look at that bump getting the Hype free. What a play.
Oh, that's
What a
beautiful.
play. The other thing is, right, ooh, Zero Talent
she goes
losing their
down.
second ship.
The first one, it was just a Punisher. That one.
See,
And
this,
look at that, it's an RR Kronos.
yeah,
too. He's putting
I've
reps
seen
onto
this
the Hype.
before, and I'll ask this question again. Can somebody explain to me why you would shoot the hull
Whoa.
with the bonus rep that's getting repped by something else? Yeah, that didn't last long, did it?
Mega's just I didn't even
just
see that. Just
died.
got deleted by
Just-
something.
If the Vaga is chasing down the commander
Is
destroyers.
he? Is this back? That's big though. That's big.
I like that. Yeah, that's definitely a way of playing. but I
Wait a
feel like this
minute,
is kind of avoiding
boys.
the problem.
Wait a minute now. We don't. I mean,
I mean, the wind is in hull, so I don't think it.
Yeah, like once
Yeah.
that Vindy goes, that's fight over. They're going to have the points at the end of the match still, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Unless this Char and Vagabond just try and outrun the
Well,
battleship.
is that Brent in chat? His text is the wrong colour. Yeah, Ishtar and Vaga do not win this. Agreed. But I thought Jose had come in and bumped the Hype away, but then the Hype just turned around and carried on brawling the Ishtar on the Vindy. Sorry, so. And then everything.
Yeah, it's like,
and,
needs to get away from it. Never mind, go back towards it again.
It was probably just to get into our range, I guess.
uh,
And there's
And a
the
split
smart
second
bomb.
of repping him up will help as well. The Vagabond has already ADC'd.
seems legit.
So
I mean-
apparently he doesn't like being shot.
No, I guess he does not.
He could have at least waited
Um,
until they drop transversal, I guess.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, like at least
over
he gets
by
a low
the
shield
Ishtar.
space. Oh god, never mind, he's got... Wow!
What was the Ishtar doing? What happened?
He wants nothing of this. Just look at him. Happy as a clam sitting out there, away from all the danger.
Well, yeah, pretty much. But I think that's the first time I've seen Zero Talent lose more than one ship in a match. I
It's
think
like a second and third ship
I think their
entirely.
ship loss just increased by 300% in this match. Not even joking.
I mean, I kind of like that the Vagabond's going around murdering their support, but at the same time, they kind of just left their Vindicator out to die.
The thing is, it was all too much. I mean, I don't know how this would have looked, but surely you focus on getting your if those T3Ds, T3 command and destroyers, sorry, if they overextend and they come out, then your Vaga goes and murders them. You let them die, you let the Lynx die down, and then you try and all in a battleship when you can get all of your DPS on something. Like they effectively had. I know it's good that he was going around killing them, but you've effectively got split DPS when you've got a Hype and
Exactly.
a Hype and a Kronos beating the crap out of your half your points. So
Yeah, like the idea of the Vagabond doing that is not a terrible play on its own. Kill off the support, wait for the Lynx to die, and then charge in. But
yeah,
once the Vindicator was tackled, that was it. You can't do that anymore. You have to turn around and fight whatever the Vindicator is fighting, or you
Yeah.
lose.
indeed. I need to make a phone call. I need to call Linda. Linda is our janitorial person. Since Lucas is here, I need to get Linda.
Yeah, she's in station.
Is she in station? All right, you got
Yeah.
Linda. Linda Kwan. Lucas's sister/wife. It's never been quite made clear to me.
Wait, what? That's a distinction you want to make before
Yeah.
the rumors start. I'm just going to put that out there.
Indeed. Okay, so this one is about wrapped up. Guys, we're going to go to a full ad break now. You're going to see CSM stuff. You're going to see some other stuff. I am just going to take something out of the rotation before we go to it because it's a bit long. And if I'm honest, you guys are sick of seeing it. I'm sick of seeing it. Yeah. So give me 2 secs just to pull that out of there. If I can find it. There we go. There we go. So I've just pulled one out. This Ishtar is going to be rip any moment, and then we're done. So yeah, it was more interesting than I thought it was going to be, if I'm honest.
Yep, but the result was inevitable.
Oh, all right. You come in with the fortune cook stuff. Guys, we'll be right back. Stick around. The one advert everyone complains about, the long, massive one with the